compromise for me. Compromise for you. Do not apologize for me. Apologize for you. Do not do any of those things for me or for this relationship. And I'm not going to demand that you do them. And you don't have to wait for my forgiveness. I'm not your God. I'm my God. I'm not a God over you. And no matter what you do, I love you. What we were talking about in Blue Butterfly groups for the past 2 days was really what it, we were trying to understand what it is. Is it relevant for us? Is it something that we all want to put into protocol? So let's say, for instance, someone is venting about anything. Let's say I'm venting about Rakim Sekou. Rakim, I feel really terrible the other day. He fucking gets on my nerves. He's always doing such and such. He's always acting like it doesn't matter. He acts like I don't matter, blah, 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 blah. Do we need to, does it need to be such that if I have an issue with somebody that automatically a part of the protocol of venting is that that person should come and quote unquote apologize? Well, for me, that answer is no. Because that's not why I'm venting. I'm venting to be heard, and I have practiced the behavior of having being heard feel good to me, and it came as practice because I never knew that technology when I was younger. In my marriage, even in my teenage years, I didn't know what I needed when I was upset. And it's not even always the person that I'm upset with that I want to be heard by. But in terms of the questions that came around compromise, forgiveness, apologies, to me, in my opinion, and this doesn't have to be yours, they don't fit my PL model. And I don't forgive anybody because they've not done anything wrong. So there's nothing to forgive. I am thankful for everybody and everything that has happened to me. So when you talk about a new paradigm approach to how to deal with emotive scenarios, all I'm saying is that I don't see it for myself that forgiveness is a part of that, that compromise is a part of that, or that apologies are a part of that. So that's all I was saying in the thread. This may sound shocking. This may sound like, what is she talking about? But there's a blog post that I wrote about the difference between compassion and compromise. When I'm having a hard time and I don't understand why another person's doing something, like if it's my husband or my friend, I want them to have compassion for where I'm at. But I don't want them to necessarily compromise. Like if I want to go to Jerusalem Garden and my husband wants to go to, let's make it a more real scenario. If I want to spend the weekend with my husband, but my husband wants to spend the weekend with his girlfriend, I don't want him to compromise on that. Why would I want him to compromise? Just do what I want him to do so that I can be happy? I don't want anybody doing that because that leads to resentment. He's going to resent me if the only way that I can be happy is if he does things the way that makes me feel comfortable. If he feels more comfortable going out and being away for that weekend, and I don't necessarily feel comfortable with that, I would rather him have compassion for me. I would rather him say, I hear you, I understand you, we're going to get through this, but I don't want him not to go see the girlfriend if that's what he wants to do. Now, if he wants to me, compromise is a thing that you choose if you're wanting to grow yourself. If he wants to grow in such a way where, I really do want to work on putting my wife's or my partner's needs first. I want to work on that. Then yes, he would stay home with me. But don't stay home with me because I told you to stay home with me because I told you that's what I need. That's exactly the way that people begin to resent anyone in a relationship, whether it's sisterhood, brotherhood, or whatever, or marriage or whatever. This is gonna be tough on the newbies. I'm not gonna lie. Because for our whole life, we were raised that somebody needs to do something for me to be happy, and that is warranted. And if my husband doesn't do something to make me happy, then he's not a good husband. And that the point of relationships is making each other happy. Good morning. Hey, Mariam. Hey, Tanisha. Hey, Nambi. That's what we were raised on, baby. That is the SAD. The standard American diet. They call it the SAD diet. That's what it is. That's what's in our bones. Don't act like you don't feel that way. Because on various ways you have and you do. But when we're talking about coming and working to shift the way we process reality to a more powerful stance, then this is why I'm sharing and what we're sharing right now. This is why I'm sharing it, and this is what we're sharing about.